Wake up, it's warm outside.
Hey, what's up everyone? So today, or tonight, I'm recording at night, I wanted to talk to you about Polaroid 600 cameras. I promised probably 3 months ago that I would make a video talking about how to use these cameras and some of my favorite things about these cameras, and I'm finally going to follow through because I kind of have nothing better to do. Okay, so this is my personal favorite of my 600 cameras. This is the Cool Cam Neon. This one's pretty rare to get. I got a pretty good deal on it because it was for a charity. I got mine for I think $60 from a charity, but typically you'll see these running on eBay for over $200. However, just your standard 600 camera you can get for like $15 on eBay or even $5 at a Goodwill. These cameras are super bulletproof. I have a 600 camera that was from Goodwill that I bought for $5 and it worked like a champ. It was amazing. I actually gifted it to somebody, so I don't have it anymore, but it was one of my favorite cameras and it really was my gateway into the film world. So really starting out, price-wise for the camera is awesome. However, you are going to pay a bit more money for the film on the Polaroid website. So polaroidoriginals.com, you can get your film, so 600 film, but it's about $18 per pack, which is 8 exposures. So your best value really is going to be getting the 3-pack version, which is $53 for 3 packs. So you do save money doing that, but that price tag can be very daunting to somebody just starting with film. Now for somebody who loves it and has been in it for a while, it's worth it to me. This is one of my favorite hobbies. This keeps me sane. So yeah, so we're going to talk about how to use this camera. So first things first, this camera, as you can see, folds closed. So to open it, you just pull this top part open. Now, for those of you getting your camera at Goodwill, it might be really sticky, so you're gonna have to really muscle it open. Some of them are looser depending on how often they were used, but it can be very difficult to open it the first couple of times, and a lot of people are afraid to because they're afraid they're gonna break it. But trust me, this thing is bulletproof. These things at Goodwill get like thrown around, they're left in a bin with all these other cameras and they will still work. So don't worry about muscling it open. To close it, again, some people have issue. You just push forward and close it. Another thing you can do is just use your thumbs in the back, or this might be better, like facing it towards you and just using your other hand to kind of bring it forward so you feel like you have a good handle on the camera. So another thing to note about these cameras and film is that your film pack is going to be your battery. So if you have an empty film cartridge, hold on to that, because when you find other cameras at Goodwill, you can test to see if the camera is still operational by putting an empty film cartridge in, closing the camera, and seeing if it will power up. So one way you'll know is you have these lights. So it starts red when you first open it, and then it turns green. So this green light tells you that it is ready to shoot, it's ready to go. So when you put the film pack in though, you see this little slide button here? You push it forward and this piece here just drops open. So I'm not gonna show that to you right now because I do have film in this camera, but when you put film in, the instructions on the film packaging are very straightforward. You just slot it in. It's really easy to figure out. So that will be no problem for you. So yes, so that is how you put the film cartridge in, and also a great use of empty film cartridges if you want to look for other cameras or just find a camera for someone else because maybe you want to get more people into this hobby with you. So the next thing is, how do you take a picture with this? So here you have your viewfinder. So when you are looking through, you got it all set up, your flash is going to go off. You got to press this button all the way back. Now, if you don't want the flash, if you can see this little lever here, instead of pushing all of it back, you would just push this back to get a picture without flash. So that is if you want no flash. I don't always suggest it though, because you need really good natural light for that to work. So that would only really work on a nice bright sunny day outside, but indoors it's not a good idea. Always use the flash when you're indoors, or if it's dark, or if it's even starting to get dark. So there's not a whole lot of opportunity to not use the flash with this, because film loves light, especially Polaroid film really loves light. Even says on its packaging. So bear that in mind. But yeah, so there's that. Also, this dial here will make your pictures darker or lighter. I always keep it in the middle. I don't know why it was pushed all the way to the side, but if you want to lighten your photos before you take it, you push it towards the white. If you want to darken, push it towards the black. But typically you'll want it in the middle, like that. Point is that you don't want to be too close to your subject when you're taking a picture, because your picture won't be super focused that way. So you want to have a good distance between you and the person you're taking a picture of, or the thing you're taking a picture of, to get a clearer picture. However, there are some 600 cameras that have a close-up option, and I do have one. I don't have it with me to show you right now, but you can get those nice close-up photos. And it will have a slider on it, kind of like the darker light slider I just showed you on my camera. And it will say, like, I think it's 0.4 meters, or 0.2 meters to 0.4 meters, or 0.4 to infinity. I probably have the numbers way off, but the numbers are about that. So that is what to expect if you have a close-up Polaroid camera. All right, and one more thing to take note of: after you take a picture, you need to make sure that you place that picture either in a bag or your pocket for at least 8 to 10 minutes so that it develops the way it should. You don't want to have too much light hit that film after you hit the picture, because it's just gonna bleach out your photo. So to make sure that it's crisp and nice, or at least crisp for a Polaroid photo, make sure that you place it either in your pocket or in a bag, or maybe even have like a blackout bag with you so that you can just quickly slot that picture into your bag. Also, the other thing is, when you take a picture, when the picture spits out, if it's still intact, there will be a plastic piece that comes out over the front of your camera so that it protects it from the light even as it's coming out. So you kind of have to get crafty about how you're gonna take the picture off the camera and into the bag. And some of these cameras, that piece is broken off or taken off. So some cameras don't have that, but you can purchase them and have them put on. I don't personally know how you do that, because I haven't had to do that, luckily, but that is an option for you. All right, now that I've told you how to use it, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow morning, and I'm gonna go take some pictures outside so I can show it to you and see what you can get from this camera. So night-night for a moment. All right, it's the next day, so now we're gonna take some pictures. It's kind of a gloomy day. It's not as sunny as it was yesterday, but that is okay. There's a break in the rain, so we're gonna go take some pictures. Not quite the angle I want. I have a wheelbarrow knocked over with a bunch of logs falling out of them, so I think I'm gonna get a little closer. Alright, so I actually get to show you how to put the film in because I ran out. So here we go. So again, push that forward. And you're gonna just grab this tab, pull it out. Remember to keep this, because this is your tester pack for other cameras. You got your camera, you got your film, and it says when they're not on display, store them safely away. You just slot it in until it clicks, click closed, and it'll spit out that card. And they actually have different cards on all these different ones. So this is Oh, 10 out of 10, so there's 9 others. And I should probably see which ones I have. All right, let's go shoot more photos. Thanks for watching. That's all for today. So if you'd like to see more videos like this, like and subscribe. So if there's any other videos that you would like to see, or if you want to see the SX70 or the Canon AE1, how those work, shoot me a comment or a message. And thanks. If you want to see more of my photos, check out annabelle.film on Instagram. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you next time.